We could start here, though. Take us away with the Bengals 33, Steelers 31. Thursday night is not a spot you want to be in if you're a favorite right now.
Yeah, not a spot you want to be if you're a favorite. I would say I'm thinking back, and I guess that probably is now game of the week with the Broncos coming back and beating the Giants. But before that, this was game of the week. Fantastic Thursday night game. The unction was going absurd. Aaron Rodgers, 249, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. He was slinging the rock.
The unction is crazy.
Looked like I wouldn't say prime Aaron Rodgers, but he looked great.
Yeah.
He was moving around a lot. And you got Joe Flacco on the other side, 342 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Struggled on the Browns a little bit, struggled with the Colts last year, but he's been solid with the Bengals. You get him a guy like Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I mean,
and
what are you going to do?
Helps a quarterback. 16 catches, 161 yards, and a touchdown on 23 targets. I think that was his career high in targets, I believe. T. Higgins has a big game, 96 yards and a touchdown for him. Yoshi Vash was solid. Chase Brown and the Bengals, when they can get a run game going, the offense performs. They get 33 points against a decent Steelers defense. So the run game was there. And for the Steelers, it's a game you should have won. You want to win against a division rival, but you fall.
I went to check to see how many fantasy points Jamar Chase had because you mentioned the 16 catches. It was 38.1. And in checking, I hadn't looked at this fantasy league in an hour or so. My opponent has 199 fantasy points, and his team isn't done yet.
Oh, my God.
In the league that we play in that doesn't have high scores. So that's absolutely absurd for a 2-4 team. But regardless, yeah.
You're talking about the ESPN league then?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And I'm going to put up like 130, which is usually a locked win in that league for 130, but not even close this week. But at least my points against will be sick.
Yeah. Always good to be able to flex the points against. Nothing better.
It's like the built-in excuse.
I'd like to mention in that league that I'm also in with you, my team currently has 29 points. So
could you imagine
me playing him?
Oh my God, that'd be great for your, or no, it wouldn't be great for your points, 4 points against, but it'd be great for your margin, I guess. But yeah, I kept telling people for the past couple of weeks who've been asking me about trading Jamar Chase on stream and DMing me and whatnot on TikTok. And I kept saying, hold on, Jamar Chase. It's crazy to start or to sell Jamar Chase no matter what. And it's really crazy. Why are you smirking at me?
Because you know what I did. You're speaking to me.
Yeah, you did. But you also traded him for a Monra on a first. I'm talking about people being like.
In a redraft league.
Exactly. Wait, it was?
No, this was a dynasty league. That's a redraft
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, and I was answering for redraft leagues. It didn't make sense to me to bench your first round pick, especially because you probably took him 1-1. Yeah. And then it's still Jamar Chase. Like, he's still so talented. Like, I know there's other weapons in that offense, but he's still going to get targets even regardless of who the quarterback is. And it looks like after a couple bad weeks of Browning, you kind of struck gold with Flacco if you're a Jamar Chase owner.
100% Flacco's huge. I thought it was going to be big for Chase Brown getting the checkdowns, but it's been Jamar Chase just getting the ball 24/7 now. And at this point, you look at Jamar Chase now with Joe Flacco. I guess he didn't do great with Browning, but where do you rank the Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson conversation? Because I think that's easily the number 1 versus number 2. But you've seen Justin Jefferson struggle with J.J. McCarthy a little bit. Hasn't been. He's been better
really played with J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, he's been better with Carson Wentz, but still not great. I almost think I would rather have Jamar Chase.
I think I'd go Chase too.
Yeah,
I think I'd go Chase too.
But,
it's so close though. I mean, they're both so good.
Not even in a fantasy perspective, who would you rather have as your receiver, Chase or Jefferson? Or Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra.
No.
It's definitely Amon-Ra if that's my choice. But
no chance.
But I think I'd probably go Jefferson. I couldn't even really tell you why. I guess I just think Jefferson's a little bit better.
I think I lean Chase. I think it's like as close as it can possibly
get. It really
get.
is. Like it might be the two closest like player comparisons.
Yeah.
Like,
and they were college teammates. Who would have thought?
Right. Oh, and this is so off topic, but whatever. Actually, you know what? I'll bring this up later when it's relevant. We'll move on to the Rams 35, Jaguars 7, and I have
odds you forget it -120.
Yep. I have to make a confession. I told you already. I woke up at 11:30 Central today. I didn't watch this game.
Yeah, I watched the start of this game, and then I turned it off because it was pretty much over.
Yeah, well, thank God it wasn't a good game because I would have been very, very, very disappointed if it was. However, does that mean are we officially in the cool down from the early season Jags hype? I know the Rams
I think
are
we
good,
might finally be. Thank goodness.
What are they, 4-3 now?
Yes, and for some reason I cannot find this game.
It was 35-7.
The final score for this game.
It was 35-7 Rams. And I was a little bit worried about who did the Rams play last week? I'm completely blanking now.
Last week the Rams played the
That wasn't the Ravens, was it?
It was the Ravens.
It was?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
17-3 winning against the Ravens.
And then they struggled a little bit on the road against the Ravens. The Ravens defense finally looks good, and we were worried about the Rams a little bit. And then they come out this week. They fly to London, and they beat the home team Jacksonville Jaguars 35-7. Did you see that the Jaguars were still in America on like Friday or Thursday?
It was the Rams.
It was?
The Rams were still in America. The Rams flew out like a normal game. They were the first team to ever do it.
Really? I thought that was the Jaguars that did it.
They were practicing at Camden Yards.
Yes, I saw that. I thought that was the Jaguars.
No, it was the Rams.
Wow. And then they go and they win 35-7.
And they put belt to ass.
Yeah, they did put belt to ass. That's interesting.
And I think that could change a lot for teams now just doing these London games. It could completely change how they do them if watching the Rams do this.
But do you think that the reason they won is because they traveled late?
I don't think that's the reason, but everybody's so worried about the jet lag and all that stuff. And the Rams, clearly they weren't, and they dominated.
Yeah, I also think there's a part to it where it's like the jet lag doesn't matter if you're clearly the better team.
That's also a fair statement, but the Jags have been doing this for years, so you think they were the London Jags.
They are.
So
they are.
You think they would have their
travel situation
100%? Like, they know what they're doing.
They probably did. I just think they just lost the game.
The fact that the Rams would bid for a London game is crazy to me because, I mean, that's the farthest team from London, probably.
Yeah, they are. I don't know how.
I mean, the West Coast.
I don't know how geography works like that, but
they're at least one of the 5 teams that's farthest away.
Yeah, unless like one of the teams in the middle of the country, like the Chiefs, is like weirdly farthest away.
No, how would that work?
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Maps and shit, I guess.
Yeah, just you got to comment though on Matt Stafford's performance.
Yeah, I mean,
the Jags defense is good. I mean, it's not bad. It's okay, I guess. I won't say good.
I will say I'm one of the few people who lost Joe Burrow in fantasy and somehow struck gold with a quarterback off free agency because Stafford was on waivers and he's been like top 5 in the past since Burrow's been out.
Yeah, you struck gold. Meanwhile, I struck Tua Tagovailoa with negative points this week. So.
Wait, who did you have a quarterback?
Lamar.
Oh yeah. It's like the two ways it can go when your quarterback gets hurt. You either get a better one somehow, or you end up with a quarterback who's doing 6 picks in the last 2 games.
Yes, but Matt Stafford 5 touchdowns, no picks.
Yes,
only 182 yards, but very efficient offense. Kyron Williams didn't do too much. Davante Adams gets 3 touchdowns.
Sick catch on one of them too.
Yes, the one-handed.
Yep.
The Rams are a good football team, and I wrote in my notes that I believe the Rams win the NFC West.
I'm with you now. I think they do too. But the Niners, too many injuries. I will say we forgot to talk about next week's matchups for Steelers, Bengals.
That'd be a good football team.
It would be. Steelers play the Packers in Pittsburgh on Sunday night.
That's a game I think the Steelers bounce back, and I'm not a fan of how the Packers have played, so I'm going to go Steelers.
I'm going to go Steelers as well in that game. And then the Bengals are at home again, this time against the Jets.
Bengals.
Yep. Bengals will. What's their current record?
This is another. I was looking at the Jets' schedule. I think they have Bengals this week, and then the next week they have a bye, and then they have.
They have like Ravens, Raiders.
No, it wasn't. I just had it. It was a bad team.
It's like Ravens and Raiders or something. I know what you're talking about because I saw that same graphic. Let's see if I can pull it.
No, I was just looking at it while we were talking about their possibility of going
0-17.
0-17, because I was like, they still have a couple possible wins.
Yeah. It's there was another team that I was thinking about with the Raiders schedule then, but it's Bengals, Browns, Patriots, Ravens.
Browns. It was the Browns.
Saints they play as well. They also play at Jacksonville. They play the Ravens. Yeah, I mean,
I was just thinking that the Browns could be a team to win, but I absolutely do not want to see Justin Fields versus that Browns defense.
Oh my God, it's gonna be bad. Well, if it's even Justin Fields at that point, but and then for the first time since we've been doing this new format, both teams, Jaguars and Rams, are on bye next week.
Wait, what do you mean?
They're both on bye.
Jags, Rams. What's the significance?
We haven't had since we started doing the talk about their next week's matchups at the end of games. Where both teams in the matchup are on bye next week.
Okay, yeah.
Both taking their travel bye from London.
Smart.
Yeah, and
Just
it's the last London game as well.
Well, I'm glad London games are. I mean, it's okay having a game in the morning. I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, this is the first one I didn't wake up for.
I'm just not a fan of the game in the morning, personally.
Yeah.
I just like to take my time, but London's over, but we're gonna get Germany here. So
Oh, there's another game. So
there's two Germany games.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought international was over.
No, there's 2 Germany games. The Colts play the Commanders, I think.
Oh, Colts are in one of them. Are they in Munich or Berlin?
We are in Berlin. So I think it's the first ever NFL game in Berlin.
Is it?
Or the Colts have the Falcons, I believe. Yes, the Falcons.
In Berlin.
Colts, Falcons in Berlin. First ever game in Berlin.
Nice. And then Munich is, can I just guess?
Yeah, I guess. I think I already gave away one team, so I know
Commanders?
One team. Yeah.
Packers? Is it Commanders, Packers? I feel like it might be.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Suspenseful pause.
I might be wrong.
There just isn't another game.
Oh, no. I was for some reason I thought it said week 16. It's November 16th. Commanders, Dolphins.
Dolphins. Okay. So the Dolphins are getting their second Germany game.
That game is not in Germany.
Oh, where is it?
First ever game in Spain.
Oh, right. I forgot. It's Madrid,
they're
right?
They're at the Bernabeu.
That's awesome.
In Madrid.
That'll be fun. Is it still going to be early as hell in the morning?
Both games are at 9:30 a.m. So the same time.
No, they're usually at 8:30.
Well, 9:30 Eastern.
Oh, damn. 9:30 would have been nice. All right, we'll move on here. Take us to Bears Saints. Bears 26, Saints 14, and one of the couple bad weather games we had.
Those games aren't until November 9th, but yes,
they're on the same
Bears,
day.
November 9th, November 16th. I'm just
okay.
saying we got a couple weeks in between.
Got you.
Yeah, the Bears finally a little bit of a rainy game. They started out great. They were up 20-0 at 20-7 at halftime. They gave up a touchdown late, but they were dominating the game. But Caleb Williams offensively just didn't do as much as I would have wanted.
He also looked a little hurt.
He did look a little hurt. I just wanted more. 172 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. DeAndre Swift on the ground these last couple games. He's turned it up. He's started to play better. He's better in the receiving game, I guess, last week. But was great on the ground today, 124 yards. And Kyle Monungai finally breaks out a little bit, 81 yards and a touchdown for him. Bears ran the ball more in this game. I think that was a big part of why Caleb Williams didn't have the yards. But still, you wanted more from the offense. Only 2 touchdowns in this game. You had to settle for a lot of field goals. You want to get the ball in the end zone. Luckily for them, the defense with Dennis Allen got a little bit of a revenge game against his old New Orleans Saints.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, revenge game for Dennis Allen.
They were celebrating. Ben Johnson gave him the game ball.
Oh, really? Yeah,
so
good for him.
He had all that good on. He's with
a team.
Yeah, I've heard him a couple.
We talked about him early before the season
it might almost be like the Packers.
Something like that.
Or the Packers had what's his name from the Raiders.
And Robert Saleh's with the Niners. I don't know if we ever mentioned that. But we
mentioned that in a preview.
Oh, okay.
100%.
Completely random.
But yeah, the Bears defense, great. Forced Rattler into 3 interceptions. Got him sacked 4 times. Stopped the run game with Kamara. He didn't have much going. Neither did Kendre Miller, who also picked up a little bit of an injury. I think it was a knee injury. Hopefully he'll be all right.
I was high on him, too, for fantasy. If Kamara got traded, which, do we want to touch on that?
Well, he's not.
Allegedly.
He's not.
If
you're a team, are you going to trade for a guy who says, if my team trades me, I'm going to Cabo and drinking pina coladas?
But is that an actual threat that he's going to deliver on?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, this is my whole thing. And maybe for me personally, I think it all stems from the Kevin Durant thing with Brooklyn, where we were told forever that he just wasn't getting traded. Even though he wanted out, he wasn't getting traded. It's the opposite situation here. The Saints want to trade him. He doesn't want to get traded. But I just refuse to believe any of the reports of who wants what and who doesn't want what, because it's all part of the game. And
I feel like it's different if it's the player.
But what if Kamara wants to go? What if he doesn't want a team to have to blow the bank for him?
I guess. But I feel like Kamara's the type of guy to want the Saints to get as much as possible for him.
I agree. But I also don't think, let's say he is telling the truth. Let's say he doesn't want to leave the Saints. I still don't think that means the Saints are just going to be like, all right, we're just not going to trade you then. If the Chiefs call and want the Saints and offer you a second-round pick, they're pulling that trigger all day. They don't even care.
No way a second-round pick for Kamara.
You don't think they would take that?
Oh, the Saints would.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
I'm saying.
I'm saying if a team called and offered a second-round pick, I don't care if he said he's going to go to Cabo. They're doing that 1,000%. Now, I don't think a team's offering that.
No chance.
But if that gets offered, I guarantee you the Saints aren't like, you know what, we're going to respect Kamara. He's done so much for us and brought us to 0 playoff wins. Or actually, no, he's got a couple.
No, he's got
like 1 or 2, I think.
He's got a decent amount.
But still,
you also got to think, though.
I'm not fully sold that he's not getting traded.
He has an $18 million cap hit next year.
Yeah, that is bad.
That's a lot of money. That's going to significantly already lower what a team wants for him.
Yeah.
And I was talking about this with my mom the other day, which she doesn't understand, or today. She doesn't understand. 'Cause I was like, they're bad. Like, the Saints are really bad. The Bears should be killing them. And she's like, how can they be bad when they're paying all this money? I don't understand how they're still so over the cap. It's just the fact that they keep deferring all these guys. Like, they're probably still paying like Mike Thomas.
Probably. It's just, you would think that they're geniuses with the cap, but are they just horrible?
I want to know. I'll look into that for the next pod.
Yeah. Do a deep dive on that. Pull up the statistics for it.
The dead cap is $94 million. They're paying $94 million for players that aren't on their team.
That is absolutely absurd.
Second most in dead cap. I can't imagine who's first then.
Another thing I wanted to mention, Olave is having the best year of his career.
Yes, Sneaky. 2 big catches for him.
2 huge touchdowns. That one that you mentioned going into half. The Bears also had a really weird late in the game like bailout play for them. I don't know if you saw it. They had 4th and goal. They went to run. I don't know if they were going to run the ball or sneak it or whatever they did. But Caleb Williams fumbles the snap, and they jump on it. So it would have just been a turnover on downs, and they were up 6 at the time. Ends up being a false start, which is the most insane thing to me ever that you can't decline that. So they're forced to accept it. Now the Bears are 5 yards back, and instead of a turnover on downs, it results in the Bears kicking a field goal to go up 2 scores. So the Saints did their job. They stopped the team who took the risk. Ben Johnson took the risk. Dan Campbelled it, went to go and score a touchdown, couldn't get it, but gets bailed out by a flag. A flag on them that they committed is crazy to me.
Yes, 100%. And there was also the snap early in the game. I was trying to get like the full thing of what happened. Did you see that? I think it was in the first half where like he went to snap the ball to Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams didn't even get it. And the center just like turned around with the ball in his hand still.
Oh, I didn't see that. It just went down?
It just went down,
That's
got tackled. But I mean, that was part of the weather conditions. It was very rainy and windy. But it was just I've never seen that before.
So funny. I don't think you should be able to I don't think you should be forced to accept a false start.
Yeah, I mean,
I also don't think the play should be blown dead for a false start.
You don't think a play should be blown dead? That's interesting. I think it should.
Why?
If it's a false start, I mean, the play's already. You can't. If you get a big gain, are you saying so? If they get a sack or interception, I guess 100%. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, it goes both ways, I guess, because I guess the offsides they get the advantage already.
They get to go chuck it downfield and get the advantage. Why does the defense get screwed both ways?
Actually, I agree with you. You didn't really persuade me. I kind of persuaded myself thinking through it, but
all right, cool. You know what? I'll take that.
We agree.
Let's go.
We've been agreeing a lot recently.
We agree. Let's go. All right. Next, Saints play at home against the Bucs. Divisional game. I could see the Bucs making this close. Oh, I also wanted to mention. I think he threw a pick in this game, but Rattler was 6 touchdowns, 1 interception going into this game. He might be like 8-2 now. Really good.
He threw 2 picks, I think so.
Okay, so 8-3. Or maybe 9-3. I don't know how many touchdowns he had today, but he had at least 2.
It's 0 or
he had at least 2 because Olave had 2.
I think he had 2. Oh, no, I think 3 picks. I think he had 2 touchdowns, 3 picks.
Okay, so he's 8-4.
9-4. 8-4.
8-4.
Still not terrible. There's worse quarterbacks.
Oh, 100%. 8-4 is pretty good.
I think he's playing to his level of like the 27th best quarterback in the NFL. 28th, maybe.
Yeah. We're gonna have to do the thing with Bryce Young with him at some point. And then Bears go into Baltimore to play the Ravens. Off a bye, should have Lamar back.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens. I was talking about this the other day. I think the Ravens are going to go out and have a dominant game.
I agree. I think the Ravens win too.
Lamar versus the NFC. I think we need it back.
Yeah, he's 0-1 this year, right?
Yeah, he lost to the Lions. Well, they're 0-2, I think, overall. He's 0-1.
Yes, yeah, because he didn't play in the other one. All right. Take us to the other weird weather game of the day, Browns-Dolphins. Browns 31, Dolphins 6.
Yeah, I mean, this was just this was pretty much not a game from the start. Yeah. I was going in this game kind of hoping the Dolphins would blow them out and we could maybe get some Shadur in there, but
love it.
Didn't happen at all. Nope. Tua had one of, if not maybe the worst game of his career. Was completely awful. Was seeing ghosts. Could be just the Browns defense is solid, that good maybe, but overall just awful performance from Tua. No touchdowns, 3 picks, couple just awful picks.
Yeah.
Didn't look good at all.
6 total, like we mentioned in the past 2 games.
Yes, 6 total in the past 2 games. That brings him to the season stats of 11 touchdowns, 10 picks.
Yeah.
That's 10 turnovers already is.
Well, that's just 10 picks. How many fumbles?
10. Yeah, that's just 10 interceptions too.
I'm sure he has at least a fumble.
He might have had a fumble in this game.
Yeah.
He had 3 fumbles. He didn't lose any of them.
Okay. Well, so there you go.
That's
in this game or the season?
In this game.
Oh, wow.
So
Jesus.
That says all it has to. For the Browns, what a game. Your defense dominates. Offensively, Gabriel didn't really do anything.
He's not a quarterback. He's just there.
He's just there. He hands the ball off to Kinshawn Judkins and lets Judkins cook.
He's so good. He's
very good. 84 yards, 3 touchdowns for Judkins.
Yeah, I wrote him in my notes as my GOAT.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he's the best running back to ever live. I think he might be.
I have a different running back that had 3 touchdowns today. That's my GOAT.
Yeah. Tyson Campbell as well. Freshly traded. They both, him and, who did he get traded for?
It was Tyson Campbell for Greg Newsome.
Greg Newsome, right. They both had bad games last week.
Very bad games.
I don't know what Greg Newsome did this week.
Couldn't have done great.
Yeah, they gave up 35 points, so couldn't have done great. And then Tyson Campbell picked 6 today. So
yeah, that was big.
Huge. And we have another guy on the hot seat, obviously. I mean, at this point, I don't even think it's a hot seat. I think McDaniel is just fired after this year.
Yeah, if he makes it through the season, he's fired, no matter what. At this point, he could. I think you can say that he'd have to win every single game of the season, but it's just not going to happen. So there's no point in saying.
Yeah, there's no point doing like if he makes a playoff run, that's the only thing he could do because they're not. They're done. It's over. And I can't wait to put that nail in the coffin at the end of the episode.
And the real question is, will Tua be the quarterback next year?
We'll have to see.
And that's a TBD. I mean, honestly, if they can continue to lose 1-6, they can put themselves in a draft.
If you're going to fire your coach to get a new QB, if you're going to do it, don't wait.
And if you're going to fire the coach, absolutely you have to fire the GM.
Yes, and
this should be a year where they just completely reset everything. And honestly, you can keep Tua then. Just let the new coach and new GM get a year under them and then fully get a year to scout and find their new quarterback.
I mean, I would be pro don't get rid of Tua personally.
Me too. That's what
I don't think he's as bad as the stats say.
I don't think he's good, but I think you keep him just to let the new coach get a year under him and kind of just with a quarterback that's a veteran and not a rookie right away.
Can you win a Super Bowl with Tua?
No.
Can't?
No
way.
I don't think so at all.
I think I'm a little bit clouded on this just because like I cannot get over the 2015 Broncos where they won without a quarterback. That I'm like, I feel like anybody can win a Super Bowl at this point. But it's also the experience factor of it, and it's still Peyton Manning, even if he wasn't playing good. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, the Jalen Hurts just won a Super Bowl. I mean, he's good.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you can win with a bad quarterback, but I think that quarterback needs to at least be a massive leader where Peyton Manning is the leader.
Yeah.
No question. Jalen Hurts is a leader.
He's been to a Super Bowl, yeah.
We haven't seen Tua be a leader yet in his career. We've seen him call out his teammates for not showing up to meetings and apologize for calling them out.
Yep.
Then call him out. I don't know. It's just, he's been off the rails.
Have you seen people making fun of the way that him and Mike McDaniel stand at the podium for the press conference where they cross their legs behind each other? Not like next to each other, but like they like this with like flip flops on, and everybody's baking on the joggers still. It's a bad look.
You have to win to have. I mean, if you win, it's good. If you lose, it's bad.
Yep.
It's that simple.
There's 2 coaches that do. Is it Ben Johnson and him? Or no, it's Aaron Glenn and him. It's Aaron Glenn and him. They're the 2 that wear the capri joggers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crazy that you're talking about. You know all the fashion statements.
Well, I just saw a tweet being like, they're 1 win combined with the khakis on, or the not khaki. What do they call them? The capris. Capris. Okay, Dolphins go into Atlanta next week. It's probably no.
I'm taking the Falcons.
And then Browns going to New England.
Taking New England.
Yep. Maybe the best team in the league.
But that could be a tough game.
And speaking of New England, it's me, right? Patriots 31, Titans 13. Titans came out swinging early in this game. I had a Patriots money line in one of my parlays, and I was a little bit worried early. They looked good. Cam Moore was moving the ball down the field without Calvin Ridley. It's escaping me. Who was the target who he just kept throwing to all game?
Is it Alec Ayamanor?
No,
or DK?
No. Who was it? I can't remember who it was. I thought it was going to be Ayamanor. I thought he was going to be the guy that...
Gunnar Helm?
Was it him? Oh, you're right. It was I think it was DK. Not Metcalf.
Yes.
DK.
G. Murray, DK.
Yes. Or no, sorry. I was thinking of Van Jefferson because before he got hurt, he was getting force-fed. And then he got hurt in this game, and I don't think he came back, which is hilarious that Van Jefferson was out there as wide receiver 1 for them. I'd like to see more from Ayamanor. He was good. I think he had a 25-yard catch to start the game on the first drive and then did nothing after that. Mike Vrabel was not going to lose his homecoming game, though. He comes back to Tennessee. He, of course, wins this game. Cam Ward, I really like Cam Ward as a person, and we talked about him a lot before the year. Is like, he seems like a really good dude. He seems like he has a good head on his shoulders. He seems like he's probably a leader. I liked the whole Shadur thing with the "Do you want to make a song? I play football." Obviously, that was great.
The Batman thing in like the preseason when he was like standing over the team leading them. He looked like Batman.
Yes, that thing. Him talking about his dad woke up at 4 a.m. every day for a job he didn't like. Why can't I wake up every day to play football? That kind of stuff. He said all the right things. He looked like he was doing all the right things, but he hasn't played well. No. And he's had a lot of times this year where he's made just complete backbreaking mistakes. Had one again today where he fumbled at like the 5-yard line. He's done that a couple times now.
And that's the fumble that we saw last week at the end of the game where I don't know. It was like the exact same thing. He goes to throw the ball and he just like loses it on the backswing and fumbles the ball backwards. I don't know. I mean, doing it once, okay. Doing it back-to-back weeks, it's like, okay, what are we doing here?
Yeah, and I don't want to be like, oh, it feels like nerves, because that's crazy to say for like an NFL quarterback. But that is kind of like an explanation of where that would come from. It's like a nervous, like panic, like tick freak
under pressure.
Kind of thing. Yeah, because that's what I kept noting too. Is his mistakes always came under pressure. He's not really like sitting in the pocket with a clean pocket and missing a read or like underthrowing a ball and getting picked off. It's not that. He's under pressure and he hasn't made the right decisions.
Yes, and that brings me to, I mentioned this take to you beforehand, but I didn't want to say it. Mm-hmm. I didn't tell you the take, but I mentioned that I had a take I wanted to say. Next year, they're going to have a new head coach. They fired Callahan. Hopefully, if you're a Titans fan, I hope they keep the GM because the dude isn't good at his job as a Colts fan. Mm-hmm. But they absolutely need a new GM. You put all that money in the offensive line, and it still is very, very poor. You're going to have Will Levis back next year.
Oh.
Is there? I'm 100% on the side of I think there's a quarterback battle next year.
Oh, yeah.
So, on top of that, I wanted to get an updated stats because I only have it through week 4. So, obviously, we're multiple weeks past week 4, but he hasn't really played much better. After the first 4 NFL starts, Will Levis was 6 touchdowns, 2 picks, 857 yards, 62% completion, 1-3. Cam Ward, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 600 yards, 50% completion, 0-4.
Yep. I'll say this. I think Levis started his career better and got worse. Yeah. Like he declined. I don't think Cam Ward is going to get worse than he is right now. I think he's probably at like rock bottom. He's probably just going to get better from here. I agree with you. I think there will be a quarterback competition, but I think Cam Ward will win that. I think I think when he gets assuming he doesn't like get hurt midway through the season and like gets robbed of his rookie year, but assuming he can play his full 17 games, I think he'll be in a spot to beat Will Levis in a quarterback battle.
Yeah, he is 3 years younger, so
yeah,
he does have that to his advantage. I forgot Will Levis was like the oldest rookie ever. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth on it because I don't think Will Levis is that bad. I've always been under the assumption that Brian Callahan is terrible, but after watching this week, maybe Brian Callahan wasn't terrible. Maybe he was just bad.
Yeah, maybe the Titans are just bad.
But I mean, same offensive coordinator, still same dude calling plays. Yeah. That's not going to change, and they did not get the boost, and I wasn't expecting them to get the boost, to be honest.
And I knew we were going to talk about the Titans a lot for this part just because they're kind of a big story. But we have to talk about Drake May. He had 2 incompletions and that 135 passer rating.
Yeah, we talked about him last week, right?
About him just being like top 5 potentially.
Yeah. I said top 10 yesterday around a couple of Bears fans, and they were like, no. And then I said he's definitely 1,000% better than Caleb Williams, and they were like, no.
He is 1,000% better than Caleb. Right now, I'm not saying he's going to be better 20 years from now, but
I mean, I think he
might be. He might be. I'm not saying he will or won't, but right now he's definitively better than Caleb Williams.
1,000%.
He had 2 incomplete. I know he's playing the Titans, but he had 2 incompletions.
The Titans have a good pass defense. We talked about it for years.
Yeah.
At least decent.
Hasn't been as good this year.
Hasn't been as good this year, but and at one point in this game, I wrote in my notes here because he got. Did you see the play where he got taken out? That went down, hit his head. I thought he was concussed because he got up and did like shook his head. I thought I was like, oh no, and it was like the start of the 3rd quarter. Mm-hmm. I was pissed about. I mean, I'm only pissed because I'm a Drake May fantasy owner.
Yeah,
let me say that because I hate the Patriots as a Colts fan, and it's such bullshit that they have 3 years without a quarterback, and all of a sudden they luck into this. But I thought he was going to be out for the game, and all of a sudden he came running back in, and like I said, 2 incompletions. The guy's just a tank. I mean, Kayshon Boutte, he's found a deep connection with him, a couple deep shots. He's something else right now, and I think he's 1,000% top 10, especially this season, and he might be inching closer to like a top 7.
Here's one thing I have to say, and you might not like this. I'm not sure I'm willing to just go full out and be like the Patriots lucked into this.
They didn't luck into it. But
they rebuilt the best way that every team should, and because they're a good organization.
They didn't luck into it. But it's just like it's pissed that they
we're able to do it so quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I agree with that. But I mean, hey, good organizations know how to rebuild, and yeah.
And as much as I hate Robert Kraft, I mean, the dude just always gets it done.
He wins.
It's such bullshit.
And they also have the easiest strength of schedule remaining, I believe.
Yeah, and
or they did going into this game.
They're 5-2.
Yep.
They are. I think I'm willing to say the Patriots make the playoffs.
I think I'm willing to say they win the division.
Really? But you're always you're a notorious Bills hater.
I think they win.
You're the number one Bills hater.
Yep.
I still think the Bills are going to win
I picked the Bills to win this year, though. I did.
I picked the Patriots to finish above the Dolphins.
Yes,
so.
I picked the Dolphins to finish second, which the Jets are the only thing helping me from being even more wrong there. But I still think the Dolphins finish with a better record than the Jets. I know they have a 1-game lead on them.
Yeah, that's I agree 100%. Yeah. But
that's about all I got for this game. We already talked Patriots, Browns, Titans going to Indy next week.
Yeah, give me Indy. We like the Titans at home
easily. And then
oh my goodness.
What?
I'm just thinking of seeing the 7-1 possibility. I mean, this hasn't happened. Knock on wood. It's got to happen. But man, wow.
I can speak from experience. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, that's.
You know what's better though?
8-1.
Yeah.
Okay, we're a little too far ahead here. All right, slow it down.
Who do you guys got after the Titans?
I don't know.
Okay. Take us. If you want to call
who was the Patriots?
We were talking Browns.
Oh yes.